Hello all and welcome to the Lane channel. So in this video, I will just share around like how am I playing with my characters in the same account right now, especially my alts. This is because if you have seen one of the video that I've shared, reaching like 500k of CP for my main, so that is a baseline bid for my account. So I would say my account because that is something that benefit to all my 5 characters in the same account, and I would like to explain it in this video here. So if I go into back to my main first, just to show you guys what's happening around and just kind of like share you what will be happened if you have not reached that storyline. So right now you can see that my main character here has reached the burning desert here. Um, yeah, so you can see the burning desert is a level 79 to level 84 kind of map. And you can see right now I'm just leveling up, reaching 66. I could not even open up this chest because the limit is like 70. The reason why am I here is because I have proceeded with my quest and reputation. So as I said, main quest and the reputations quest is quite important because it gives you a bunch of good item. It also gives you Territes when you reach a certain kind of grade for different kind of like yeah, for different map. I would say map here, storyline or map. So this is something that quite good because you have to process it if you are training your mount itself. It also gives you the amber to level up your kitty cat there. So this is kind of like the thing that we would like to focus on because the kitty cat also add up some of the CP here. So it gives me 14,000 of CP. I'm still not leveling up it yet because I still need some of it to level it up. I'm planning to get my kitty cat to 6 star. So this is what I planned as a free to play, and I will be talking about more about the mount things in another video that will focus just on the mount itself. So right now I have reached this map here, and as I said, you won't be like having a smooth progress for every of your um, for your main itself, if you're only focused on one, you will be having some stuck of roadblock. That's where you will need to use your ult because you can see right now the mobs here is 81 level and it's a light element item. It means that right now at the stage I am right having it right now. Sorry about that. So the stage that I'm in here right now, the thing is that I will need a lot of dark element to counter it. So if you see one of the video that I have shared, elemental damage is kind of very helpful because it deals like 150% of your original damage. So if you would like to focus on the main quest itself, you will need to build all 5 different elemental things, and you will need to have like different deck for each elemental, which I'm kind of building it right now. So 500k is just my base, and that is something that I would like to secure for my alts because if you see right now I'm fighting the light mobs itself, and by reaching level 66 you definitely will have a roadblock like getting maybe the dark or light skills, because if you check the chaos field itself, you will see that the dark and light element mobs does not appear that kind of often in the level. So let me just go into challenge chaos field. So if you are reaching 66 or 60 level as me, so you can see we have the light and dark mobs here in between like 59 level. You would get some varnish, but then you didn't get the skill books here. So the light elemental, it only dropped the passive skill books here. And if you check on the dark elemental, it also gives you the passive one. So where you are getting the dark element skill books things is that oh gosh. So you can see I could not AFK to fight these mobs here. Usually I do AFK, but then if you would like to push, you can use the manual mode to push it around. Or if you would like to AFK, then this is one of the way that I'm doing most of the time. I'm just using my ult. Uh, okay, back to the topic on the chaos field itself. Let's check it out. Like the floor two, so you would see floor 2 here, it doesn't also give you the light or dark element page or thing. And you will see that, okay, this one here, 52 level, it give. So the only thing you can do is hunting at the mobs that are 52 level, but oops, if you accidentally level up too much on your character, the next one that will drop you the elementals page is at the new map. Oh, sorry about that. Chaos Field, Sky Pirate Ship. So you will have to scroll this one here. So 67 level, and you can see that because the CP is quite high, and if you do not have good dark elements, you might not able to farm here because it will be hard time. You will be having hard time, and also one point about it is if you farm it at this map here, the drop rate of getting 2-star page is higher than 1 star. This is because even if you go into the first Asian's ruins here, like right now my main character are farming like the Marons, the raid fire element monster here. So you can see this is um the elite monster. So if you would like to use the fist foot buff, it could apply here. And so all these kind of moves. And let me just show you around my result. So I'm getting a lot of 2-star page rather than the 1 star. Um, I'm having hard time to farm for the 1-star page because it's keep on dropping me the 2-star, and I always have to aim on the traveling merchants to exchange this 2-star to 1 star when she's selling those kind of things, those exchange. The another way is of course changing it through trading with other players, but you will see in the trading sections there will be a lot of people asking for 2-star trading to 1 star. So rather than just waiting itself, that's where I'm using my out character right now to help me to farm for different kind of material that need for my skills improvement for my different kind of build. So that's where I'm using my wish right now. So I'm still having the kind of like level gap or even like my wish right now. If I go back to the sorry, not world map, go back to this map here. If I would like to kill like 52 level mobs here, which is kind of hard for me. So if I go like a little bit, 50 level, it doesn't drop the skill book page. So it's only really these two here are dropping those skill books that are quite important for your main quest, your main character main quest progressions. Yeah, so I can try it, but then I do not have enough build. Like, let me see my weapon. So I have the 2-star from the quest, and you can get 3-star guarantee for the main 3 elements weapon there. By reaching level 40, you will get it from the character class grade. You will get the chest here, so you will get this one here, and then reaching level 60 you will get the 4-star for your alt character. So I would say that you should craft something for your character there. So far I did craft some of it because I just use it for the collections purpose. And yeah, so let me just go to the let me just go here. Yeah, I have a strong team of like the dark element familiar. So right now you can see I'm trying to use different the same type of familiar grouping together. This is because I would like to increase the damage. As I say, if you are using the correct damage, it will show you that you will be getting like 150 times. So you can see right now I'm using the different kind of damage. I mean, different elements that do not add benefit to it. So if um, I would use my familiar for the attack. You will see my familiar are doing white color attack. And if I use the correct familiar, let me just change it. Auto equip. So dark against to the light, auto equip. And you will see that my familiar will be dealing the yellow damage there. So you can see attack them, Thorax. So you can see my damage to the mobs is right now is the white one, and my familiar attack is actually the yellow one because I'm using the correct elemental there. Attack it went back, so you can see. So it's like the familiar damage is also based on the elemental. So if you have the correct elemental there, you would get like the yellow kind of damage there. And of course, if you put also your character equipped with the correct weapon, then you will have the whole page as yellow because you are using the correct one. And if I will yep, if I'm using the wrong one, let me just put it as this one here, and you will see blue in it. No, so sorry, wrong example for this one because and it doesn't count because it's the same. So you will see white color, and if I would go back to the green, let me just go back to the green. The green is if I use the water type of the familiar, it will give me blue color. Familiar. Auto equip blue, and you will see the blue damage that is kind of reduced a lot, so it's like half of the damage that my familiar power have. This is because of the opposite side of the familiar damage here, and you can see because I'm using the dark weapon, so the white color things is my kind of my damage to the mobs, and yellow one is kind of like the critical damage that deal with critical and also the special skills because I'm still using the fire, so you can see some yellow damage there due to the 150% damage to the mobs there. So I hope this here explain like how the damage works. Let me just go back to farm for that. I think I could farm for this mobs here. Is this the 52 level mobs? Yeah, so this one here does drop the skill books page. If you would like to see if you are at the correct locations, you can just untick this one. It's saying it's here, so I'm at the right spot for farm for that kind of things. Let me just arrange back my familiar. So right now I'm really building up my mono kind of familiar there. This is because every familiar have a passive skills, and you can see light damage taken. So it means that damage taken from the light monster has reduced. And that if I would like to see some of it, this one darkness damage +1. It means that my darkness skills for every of my dark familiar or even like my dark weapon increase due to that familiar passive skills there. So it's kind of like a stacking up item. If you have like a whole set of dark plus even like the skills there. So that is where you can use it, not just for farming itself. It also helps to progress like the boss. Like if let's say I'm killing for my main quest itself, it definitely helps there because let me just change it. Increase HP potion equip. Yep, I would like to equip this one here. So it definitely helps in all way around. And back to why am I trying to reach a base of 500k CP. You can see right now my alt CP is like 475k here. And if you guys think that collections doesn't help much, you can refer to the descriptions down below that I share like how I built my 500k using collections, domino effect affecting the titles affecting the achievement and so on. So as for the Tetris as well, and so for the Heart Star as well. So the domino effect does really matter because if you see my attack, you would say, hey, attack itself, you get most of it from the character, equipment, and familiar. Yes, that's true. But if you add this up together, it's like 60%. So 40% is really from other kind of item that I'm having. But the main thing that I'm focusing here right now is not the attack, but the elemental because you can see elemental damage at 50% on top of it. Let's say if I would like to see right now I'm fighting the light monster here. So I would like to see my attack, darkness attack. So darkness attack here you can see character damage is 30%. So the character itself plus the equipment 0.6. Ignore the equipment. So I did not build it for my character equipment. Sorry about that. I feel bad for my character using a really low class equipment here. But then if you see the darkness attack that I'm gaining here is mostly on the achievement, which is something that I also gain it from my my collections. So if I scroll down, honor, adventure journal, collection. So all these things adds up together. It gives you around like 70% on really the small things. So small things that is affecting big on my alt character. So if without all the small things here, my darkness attack would probably at just like around like 30%. So this is just a rough calculation, so don't mind me. I just try to explain how it works for focusing on those collections there. For 643 times, so this is 30%. If I would like to focus just 30%, my darkness attack is only just 1300 plus. And because of all those small things, right now my character could really farm at here with not really much issue. You can see still there are some miss attack because of the level gap and also the evasions kind of critical thing. So you have to increase critical in order to encounter the evasions of the higher level mobs. So my critical might not be that good. So there's still like miss, but then at least I can farm here. And because the mobs is higher level than me, that's where it's also important for defense. Defense itself, you can see because the equipment is shared, so equipment it gains like around like 45% of it. Familiar is around like 13%, and buff so on. But the achievement hard star, so I would say this one here hard star at like 5% is kind of high as well. Same for the collections is like 9% out of the 15,000 damage. And as I said, not just the defense itself, I will need to have like the elemental kind of defense in order to secure that my character do not die during the farming. And you could see here as well, achievement giving me 30% of the darkness defense. And if I see the honors is something that if you have achieved enough of achievement, then you gain the honor and title stuff here. I wouldn't go in depth like explain how it works. And yeah, all those small things really add up and which really benefit me at farming at character at the using the alt character here. So as I said, critical damage. If I would like to see the critical here, it doesn't add much. Does it? Collection 21%, 13%. At least it adds like around like 34% here plus adventure journal is like 30 to 40% of my critical. So without that critical from the base account, it means that my critical will be like 3k, not 3k, around 4k because that is around like 30, 40%. So around like 4k, it means that I will have more miss rather than using my elemental damage to deal with these mobs here. So you will see a lot of miss, a lot of miss. It means that you are not qualified to farm with your ult using your ult to farm for the skill page. And that's where you will be stuck in between like, hey, how do I progress with my main while my ult could not farm for the skill page to help me to boost my main skill damage for hunting at the main quest. So this is kind of like it just go all way around. Uh, yeah, I would say it's still the domino effect happening around behind. So this is why I would focus on building a base for my achievement and then using it and benefit my alt to farm for my mint. So this is how I play it, and I hope that you could kind of like understand what I'm kind of trying to explain here. This is just one of the way that I'm playing, and I would say it doesn't really roadblock me and in any way because yeah, you can see I can farm it here right now. So just now I went to farm for some of the where did I farm just now? I think I farmed for this one here, but then I would say I will leave back farming this gemstone to my main because if my main fighting at higher level mobs, the drop is actually better in terms of the quality. So I would use my main to farm for that, and I will pack my alt characters to farm for the skill books at here. So I think, yeah, this would be all for this video here, and I hope it really explain like how you could benefit from getting the achievement done, how it affecting your account, and in an overall it brings you back to how it affect your main character there. So CP is not really important, but building a base CP is important. And because you have the base CP when you try to change your kind of equipments for the mono kind of elements build right now, which I'm kind of focused on, at least I have like 500k of CP that I still able to tank it at higher level mobs and at the same time building my elemental damage that adding 50% on top of the damage really helps. So yeah, this would be all for this video here, and I hope this video is helpful for you. Hit on the like button if you think this video is helpful, and remember to subscribe to show support to my page, and also hit up the notifications button for more upcoming contents.